You are listening to the Novel Writing Podcast, episode 91. Grab a cup, cozy up, and let's get to writing. Today's episode is the third in a bonus series on social media. The topic for today is the question, which platform is best? Inevitably, every author who wants to use social media, or has been told that they need to or should be using social media to grow as an author, has wondered which platform is the best to do that. The truth is that there is no single best platform. However, there are platforms that are more popular than others, platforms that certain demographics hang out on, platforms that use very specific modes of communication, platforms that are more addictive than others, and so on. From what I've seen, most fiction authors who are using social media are on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And this makes sense. These are some of the largest platforms for visual and recorded media. But in the past, Twitter, now called X, has also been a huge platform for writers. And full disclosure that I have no idea how Twitter has changed for authors over the last year, since the business changed owners. Your genre matters too. I doubt you'll find a huge audience for your spicy, enemies to lovers, high fantasy books on LinkedIn, but you will find a huge market for them on TikTok. That's why it's never good to ask a question like, which platform is best? Because the answer is, it depends. You need to know what the answer depends on in order to answer which platform is best for you, and more importantly, for your books. LinkedIn might be the perfect platform for a fable about business leadership, but it's probably not going to be the place to build a community around your fantasy or your romance or domestic thriller novels. Facebook might be your place if your audience is more toward middle age, since that demographic is less likely to be scrolling through TikTok or even Instagram, but that's not a blanket statement. You'll need to do your own market research to find out where your readers are hanging out. Before you make author accounts on literally every platform, know this. We do not need to be on every single platform. The trick is to pick one or two that you enjoy being on, and that's the key. Enjoy being on them, and things that you can consistently show up on throughout the life of your author business. There really is no right platform. There is the platform that you show up on and commit to, and that becomes the right platform for you. Personally, I've used Instagram for a long time. Every time I try to get into the TikTok world, it just doesn't hit the same way for me. So I've decided that whatever content I do create for social media will be primarily posted on Instagram. And if I think about it, I might cross-post to TikTok and to Facebook. But I'm not stressing out about being on all the platforms, or posting on a rigid schedule to all of them, or making unique posts for each place. Now, as long as you're not squirreling off to every new platform that pops up, looking at you, Threads, and trying to build new followings on those platforms while kind of accidentally letting your core platform shrivel, then you will probably be fine, even if you take breaks now and then. That's it for today's episode. Thanks for joining me, and remember, the first draft is supposed to be garbage. Thanks for listening to the Novel Writing Podcast. If you're ready to stop struggling and start finishing your novel, check out the 60-Day Novel Writing Challenge. It's a step-by-step program designed for solo writers to complete their first draft with clarity and focus. Visit the link in the description to learn more.